Hey guys, Sal here. Welcome back to my perfume channel. So what I've got for you today is I'm basically just going to be sharing a perfume haul with you. So these are some new fragrances that I have purchased over the last few weeks. So before we get started, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more perfume content, and if you would like to be notified every time I make a new upload, you can click the notification bell as well. So the first one I want to kind of get out of the way, I guess, is Lil Fleur by Byredo. So I actually won this in a giveaway contest through Instagram. I was super thrilled to win it. I got this, a hand cream as well as that candle, which I'm burning just now. I love the candle. I really like the hand cream, however, this smell wasn't quite for me. So if you've seen my Byredo haul video, then I did have quite an in-depth review of this fragrance there, so if you want to know all the ins and outs of this fragrance, I suppose you could check that out. But basically this one is it's very strong, it's very punchy. So it's got rose at the heart, it's got sort of like rose oil as well, so the concentration of rose in this is quite strong, which I was initially very excited about because I do really enjoy rose in fragrance. However, there's like quite strong leather note in here. There's saffron, there's cassis, there's mandarin, there's like sort of bright citruses in it as well. And that doesn't sound too bad actually when I say it like that, but to me this comes off quite sharp, it comes off quite harsh. It's just not really my cup of tea. I can't remember how it develops on the skin. I don't particularly want to spray this right now just because I know it's very strong, it will fill up this room, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of the smell, so I don't want to spray it again. But I do remember it smelling quite dusty, quite old, like old vintage leather, like going into a charity shop or like an Armstrong's shop, like quite a fusty smell, but like almost with that were those sort of sharp, pointy, like annoying kind of citruses as well. So like I say, it wasn't for me. But the bright side of this story is I got my sister to try it and she really enjoys it. Like she actually really likes it, because I kind of thought, oh no, what am I going to do with this, you know? I didn't want it going to waste because obviously it's like a brand new bottle, literally, and the packaging, everything about it is stunning. It's just the fragrance is not for me. But yeah, so like I say, she tried it, she really liked it, and I gifted it to her. So this is now my sister's fragrance. I think it's quite suiting as well actually, because the story behind this one, it's about sort of youthful ups and downs, like teenage years, turbulent emotions, that type of thing. And my sister is a teenager, sort of going through the ups and downs of life, I suppose, like she's at that stage in her life, and the story behind this fragrance actually really is quite relevant to her, which I found quite nice, quite special in a way. So as it turns out, this ended well because my sister loves the scent, so Lil Fleur now belongs to her. So that was the first fragrance that I sort of got. Next up is this beauty here, Mon Guerlain Original Eau de Parfum. Now I'm ecstatic to own this one. This one is sweet, aromatic, balsamic, slightly powdery, lavender, vanilla, woody. It's absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love this fragrance. If you've seen my recent Mon Guerlain comparison video where I compare this to the Eau de Toilette, I go quite in depth about this one as well. So if you want like quite an in-depth review of this fragrance here, you could check that one out. I'll link it above. But I absolutely adore this fragrance. It's a very soft, elegant, classy, polite, feminine scent, which I think would be absolutely perfect for any occasion whatsoever. Like literally I cannot think of one situation where this would be inappropriate. This is so versatile, which is why I got the big bottle, because I was sort of a bit like, is that excessive buying 100ml when I already have other fragrances to use? I have just over, well, probably almost 50 bottles in my collection at this point, which is quite a lot for me. Like I think I'll be doing a big declutter soon, so I'll be selling a lot of them off, I think. I'm not necessarily a collector of fragrance just for the sake of it. Like I don't just randomly collect bottles. I only buy fragrance to use, really. Like I only buy ones that I think I will be able to use up, and I buy the ones that I love only, really. Like I don't like to hold on to fragrances that I don't absolutely love. So yeah, anyway, I was kind of a bit like, should I get the 100ml? I was this close to just getting the 50ml because I thought, you know, 100ml is excessive when I have so many to get through. But nevertheless, I just got the 100ml because I was kind of like, you know what, this, I could wear this any day, any day. Like there are some fragrances when it's just not, I couldn't justify buying a huge bottle because I know that to me, you know, for example, if they're only special occasion, if they're only nighttime, if they're only whatever, you know. But this one to me is a gorgeous anytime fragrance, day or night, formal or informal, casual, bedtime, fancy, whatever, like literally whatever. It's stunning. I absolutely adore this fragrance. So I'm ecstatic to have this one in my collection. That is Mon Guerlain Eau de Parfum by Guerlain. Next up on my list is the infamous, the much raved about and talked about Dior Hypnotic Poison. So there is a bit of a story, I suppose, about this fragrance, like my journey to loving it, because I really didn't like it when I first tried it, believe it or not. I heard somewhere that it smelled like Play-Doh and I hadn't tried it at that point, so I went to a Dior counter and I got them to spray a little bit on a card, and I kid you not, the second I smelled it, before I could even appreciate anything, before I could smell anything else about it, all I could smell was Play-Doh. And at the time I was kind of like, oh my goodness, that's so not for me, I don't like it at all, I never want to smell that again. Like I had such a strong disliking reaction to it initially, which was just bizarre now I think about it, because I do really enjoy it now. But so that was my first experience with it. Then I bought Poison Girl, so that I really became a huge fan of Poison Girl. And then I kept hearing more and more about this one and I thought, hang on a minute, I should really give it another chance. So quite recently I gave it another smell, well, a couple of months ago, and I sort of thought, actually I can pick up on some of the other notes, like I can kind of see past that Play-Doh nature to it. And then anyway, long story short, now I love it, so I kept kind of going back, revisiting it, trying it again. Although I do still smell the Play-Doh, but for some reason it doesn't bother me now. Like, I think, you know how your nose can change and some things you just really don't like and then you suddenly kind of like them? I think that might have happened with this, because although I do still smell the Play-Doh, I don't mind it, I actually love it. And also to me this is more like a really interesting oriental vanilla fragrance with roasted almonds. So not only does it smell of almonds, but this actually has like a warm, like a toasted almond nature to it, which is just utterly amazing. I really, really like this smell. So the only downside to this one, however, is the fact that the longevity kind of sucks. And I was so sad to discover this because I really like how it smells. But I have, after doing some digging, like I read that they've reformulated it, and it's not just me that has noticed the longevity issues. Like I've read elsewhere that other people have noticed this as well. So I'm really quite upset about that. Like I did think, oh, should I just return it? But I don't know if I can bother trying to return it. I think I might just keep it because it is a nice fragrance. Like I love the actual smell of it, but it just means that this is only 50ml. So I'm basically gonna go through this super, super quickly. Because the way that I apply this, I basically just apply it like a body spray. Like I do about 5, 6, 7 sprays of this just to get sort of some enjoyment out of it. And then even then, actually, it doesn't last that long, I found. But what I might do is like, I might revisit that and to sort of like assess that again in a few weeks' time, because I've made that mistake before with the Olympia Onyx fragrance. Like I dismissed that as having really poor longevity, but as it turns out it was just because I'd become anosmic to it, because I'd smelt it too much in a short space of time. And then when I retried that again like a month later or something, I realised that actually it lasted all day. It's just because my nose had sort of become like desensitized to it at the time, so I might like wait and give this one another chance. Like I'll say at this point that the jury is still out, but certainly from what I've experienced like up to now, the longevity seems to suck, but I will give it another chance. Like, because you know when you first buy a fragrance and you like spray it so much and you smell it a lot, maybe that's what's happened and my nose has just grown so accustomed to it that like I can't smell it as much anymore. I don't know, but anyway, I love this one, it's so nice. I think if the longevity and the projection were better, then this would be the holy grail #1 fragrance for winter. But the fact that it's so weak, like the fact that it seems so kind of watered down at this point, and the fact that it just doesn't seem to last on my skin at all, like I couldn't possibly rank this for winter, because you know in the cold weather you need something to be able to like cut through that and last longer and be a bit stronger, in my opinion. So it's a real shame, like if that is the case. Like I say, I will keep playing with this, I'll keep spraying it and I'll see what it does, because I don't want to like make the judgment too early, but certainly in my experience so far the longevity and projection seems to be like a 2 out of 10 or something like that. So quite disappointing because it's not cheap, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you can even see, but I've already gone through quite a lot. I don't know if you can see that I've actually gone through so much of this already, because I just have to spray like so much to get anything out of it. But anyway, so that's Dior Hypnotic Poison, which the smell itself is a 10 out of 10, but everything else is like a 1 or a 2 out of 10 for me at this point. And last up is this beauty here, Kenzo Amour. Now I've heard so many people talking about this, like lots and lots of people on YouTube, on Instagram, whatever. I'm trying to think who I've heard do a review of this. Moon Perfumes did an excellent review. I think it was in her top vanilla fragrances video. She mentioned this one and that really piqued my interest. Like the way she explained it was so good, like, and she gave a really great description of it because this one is beautiful. Ollie's mum also recently did a review of this one in her recent sort of hypnotic poison themed video. So yeah, I've heard, you know, quite a few people talk about this and everyone has like described it very, very well, I have to say. I love the smell. It does have similarities to Hypnotic Poison, I will say that. This is very similar to Hypnotic Poison in my opinion, but this has an almost like a cleaner smell to it, like pampered, fresh out the shower, like pampered skin, like clean skin smell as well, like initially in the top note. That Hypnotic Poison just doesn't really have that. It's more of like a rich kind of sweet gourmand, like from the second you smell it. This one has that sort of like a cleaner feel, but I mean it's really quite similar in my opinion. Let me know if you'd want me to do a full comparison video. I can't, you have to like see which, when you try and put this on it doesn't always go on, so you have to kind of turn it around. There we go. Let me know if you'd want me to do a comparison video between this and Hypnotic Poison. I also own Juliet Has a Gun which is supposed to be, I actually think that there are similarities between and Hypnotic Poison as well. So yeah, let me know if you want me to do a review, a comparison between like all 3 of those fragrances, just this one and Hypnotic Poison or whatever. Feel free to leave suggestions down below because I do appreciate that, and I read all your comments as well, so any video idea that you'd like me to do, just let me know. I love this one. This is so nice. It's kind of got, it's similar to Hypnotic Poison, a bit lighter than Hypnotic Poison and a bit cleaner. This has a rice note in it, which is really interesting, so it's almost like a kind of rice pudding. And it's got some frangipani in here as well, and some incense kind of notes in the base. But this is quite a light, powdery, sweet vanilla fragrance in my opinion, and I absolutely love it. So far, again, unfortunately, the longevity seems a bit weak in my experience of it so far, but it only arrived like yesterday or the day before or something. So again, I do need to give it like another chance. I do really need to try it out more just in case it's my nose that has like smelled too much of it and it can't smell it anymore, that kind of thing. So I'll give it another try. But this one and that one, for some reason, they just don't seem to last or project, which is just so frustrating. Like I've even tried layering both of them. Like I'll spray this one and then I'll like spray this one over top and things like that to try and just get them to like perform, and they just don't seem to really do that, which is very upsetting. But yeah, it's a shame because I really adore the smell of both of these. Like seriously, the smell of both of these fragrances is 10 out of 10, like amazing, but they just don't seem to perform or project at this point, so quite unfortunate. Also, what do you think of this bottle? Like when I saw it online, I originally kind of thought, oh, you know, really? But actually when I received it, it's really cool. It's something a bit different and it's quite sculptural. It's like a piece of modern art. So actually I think it's really nice for decor. I wasn't expecting to like the packaging this much, but I actually do really like it. So yeah, Kenzo Amour, lovely, but again, it seems a bit weak at this point with the projection. So that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed my haul. If you liked this video, please give it a like, comment, share and subscribe. I make at least 2 new perfume videos every single week, so if perfume's your thing, you're in the right place basically, because I'm obsessed with fragrance. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Take care guys. Bye.